Um, I guess today what I want to talk about is, you know how when you want to go somewhere or you want to do something, but you can't do it, because you don't have money or you don't have time or you don't have transportation or something. And so then the next best option you can do is find someone else doing it in a video or whatever. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but you gotta admit it kind of sucks, when it's just like let's say you want to go hiking in BC, but you can't because it's too far. You don't have the time, you don't have the cash, you don't have the car to get there. So instead, what do? Well, you go on YouTube, you watch videos of people hiking in BC, you go on Google, you search up pictures of people hiking in BC. Maybe you follow someone on Insta who's, going to university in BC, or maybe they just live in BC. You look through their feed and you see their pictures of them hiking around in BC in the woods. I mean, you can't go there and you're not really there, but it's a little like you experienced it. I mean, it's through a screen and you're sitting in your room, but I feel like for a lot of us, that's how we live in a way. We just experience our lives through other people. I mean, even normies, as we like to call them, normal people who fit in the system. I mean, in a way, TV shows and movies and games, like that's what those are for, right? Those are for living your life through someone else. Reality sucks. I mean, I don't know, like why do people watch Star Trek, for instance? Well, I guess some people really want to live that life. But they can't because, well, Star Trek is fiction, it's made up. So what do? They become nerds. They become obsessed with Star Trek. They watch the shows, they play the games, they look at clips on YouTube, they do whatever it is they have to do to, you know, enjoy Star Trek. And they can't go there, they can't be there, can't experience it, but they can kind of pretend they're there. I mean, that's really what entertainment is about, right? It's an escape from reality. It's switching from living to work 9 to 5 for bullshit pay to, hey, I am now living in Middle Earth and I'm killing orcs. Or, wow, I'm with Frodo and Sam on their journey to throw the ring into fucking Mordor. You know? When you don't really have many options, you just do your living through someone else. I mean, it's kind of like Asian parents, like, like let's say you have an Asian dad and he wanted to be an engineer in China, but he couldn't, so he comes here and he makes you be one. Or he makes you be a doctor or a lawyer or something. I mean, Asian parents, I think, are pretty at fault of this. I guess, just Eastern parents in general, they like to live through their children, especially if they're here in the West, because a lot of them are immigrants. They had a dream back home that they weren't able to accomplish, or they weren't able to finish accomplishing because they moved. So then they have a kid, and they tell the kid, "You will fulfill my dream." Not directly, indirectly, of course. And then they use the kid as a puppet, and that kid goes on and follows their parents' dream, and eventually the parent is all proud and happy, boasting to their friends, and the kid is just like, "I want to fucking kill myself. This sucks. I didn't want to be a doctor. I wanted to be a lawyer." Or I didn't want to be an engineer. I wanted to, I don't know, be an actor or something. You know, I guess we're all living our lives through someone else. Either you're looking for a more exciting and interesting life through modern media, which, as I already addressed, is kind of failing at delivering that experience, or you're living your life through YouTube and social media by watching others experience what you want to experience. And I mean like something realistic, not like, oh, I want to go fight with lightsabers. Like, no, I mean like, going on vacation somewhere, I guess. Or final example, if you're an Asian parent, you're living through your child, and your unfulfilled dreams have become their new dreams, their new goals that you forced on them to make yourself happy because you're selfish. You're probably an overgrown, emotionally stunted child, but that's what most of them are, I guess. I mean, the culture kind of produces that. If you can't do it through your kids. You know? I mean, let's be fair. In Eastern culture, your kids aren't really your own. And you aren't really your own. You're not an individual. You're more, you live to serve the collective. The survival of the collective trumps you. So in a way, your kids are an extension of yourself, and you are a member of the collective. And since you must contribute to the collective, you must make sure that your kids also contribute in whatever way is acceptable. And even if the kid wants to do something else, well, too bad. They're yours. They're an extension of you. They're technically your property, so they do what you want. Went off on a little tangent there about Asian parents, but you know what? Why not, right? I mean, me personally, there's this YouTuber called Peter Sanatello. I watch some of his videos. There's this one video I watched of there was this guy named Titus, and he kind of lives on a farm, pretty rural lifestyle, pretty simple. There's another dude, an old guy. He's lived off grid for, I think, in somewhere in Appalachia for 50 years. He has a small cabin and he plants a bunch of, traditional Chinese herbs and the like for medicine and just for personal use. I'm not saying I want to be exactly like them, but I do admire their lifestyle. I can't do their lifestyle because I don't have the resources, the money, and, times are different. For instance, the guy who's lived off grid for 50 years in Appalachia, right? He bought his land, which is like a few acres, for $800. I mean, a few acres of land now goes for like a few $1,000,000. And most of us will never earn that kind of money. I mean, not at, this age. Or, yeah, we probably won't anyway. Because of taxes and, the government's probably not going to, they're probably going to get greedy, like really greedy, and just want to take everything. I mean, I just lived through them. I'm kind of experiencing that whole life through them, through 50 an hour, 45-minute videos. I can't do it myself, not yet, at least. So, someone else is experiencing it for me, right? It's almost like why people watch other people play games like Markiplier or Jacksepticeye. It's because it's like either you can't play the game or maybe you don't want to play the game. You decide that, hey, I don't want to play Garden of Banban. That game costs $60. I don't want to pay $60. So let's watch Markiplier play Garden of Banban. He can spend the $60 and all the time, and I can enjoy it. So yeah, I guess everyone lives through others, just as us lower class guys. We live a lot through others because we suck. And our lives are kind of just over in a sense. So we watch other people live in the life we wanted to live, and we just settle for that because not really gonna get any better, not really gonna improve. No miracle gonna come and sweep us off our feet. And sure, we can keep trying and working and doing whatever it is that we do, but it'll be a lot harder for us than the average person. It always will be. We're just disadvantaged, I guess. Either naturally or we just fucked up and we learned too late. What can I say? Everyone lives through others. Our community, the Black Pill group, Black Pill community, the Black Pill tribe, so to speak. We just do a lot more living through others than everyone else. Because we have to. Otherwise, we're dead. And I mean dead. I mean, every person is pretty much dead, serving some master, some boss, some company, some federal overlord. But at the end of the day, we're dead then. If we don't live through someone else, yeah. Apologies if the volume sucks. I just kind of did this spontaneously. I don't know. Living through others. Fucking sucks, but yeah, you just learn to accept your lot eventually. For now. Maybe. See you in the next one.